In round 3, we're just going to work 12 single crochet stitch around. Remember to place a stitch marker on that first stitch, and once you wrap up this round, take a moment to count if it's 12 stitches in total. Let's start now. Alright, let's move to round 4. We're introducing a new stitch, the Picot stitch. This is to crochet a tiny wing. It looks like this, creating an angle with the neighboring stitches. I will attach stitch markers while working on it, making it easier to find the correct stitch when we reach the 5th round. Let's start this round with 3 single crochet first. Let's move on to the Picot stitch. The Picot stitch is chain 3 and then slip stitch in the 3rd chain from hook. We're going to work the first chain. Now yarning over, then pull the yarn through the loop. There you have a chain stitch. Let's place a stitch marker with this loop here. Now, continue working 2 more chain stitches, the 2nd one, and the 3rd one. Here are the 3 chain stitches. Next, we're going to work a slip stitch right into the first chain we just worked on. Now you can pinch the back loop here with your thumb and pointer finger for easier control, then insert the hook. Now yarn over, pull the yarn through. Okay, you have 2 loops on your hook, and we're going to pull the first loop through the 2nd one. Pinch here, use your pointer finger to pull the yarn taut to provide more tension, then use your hook to grab the first loop and pull it through the 2nd one. Now pull it tight. 1 slip stitch done, and the Picot stitch is all set. Let's take a look at how adorable this little wing looks. Alright, next up, we're going to work 6 single crochet, and once the first single crochet is done, place a stitch marker on it. Alright, the first one, mark it. Okay. 6 single crochet is done. Now, time for another Picot stitch. The first chain. Let's place a stitch marker on it. Then continue to work 2. Now we're going to slip stitch in the first chain. Pinch here. Insert your hook. Pull the yarn through. Pinch here. Use your pointer finger to pull the yarn taut to provide more tension. Then pull the first loop through the 2nd loop. Now pull it tight. Great, that wraps up the other tiny wing. To finish off this round, let's work 3 more single crochet and place a stitch marker on the first one. Finish off. Now, let's tally up the stitches for this round, but remember, we're not including the wings in the count. So, let's get counting. 1, 2, 3. The 3rd stitch is the one angled with the wing, right before the red stitch marker. 4. The 4th stitch has the orange stitch marker. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just like before, the 9th stitch is just before the red stitch marker. The 10th stitch is marked with the orange stitch marker. Then the last 2, let's flip it inside out now. This is the head, and we're halfway done.